The last morning, we woke up to the sound of the ocean, knowing this was the final sunrise of our journey. No rush, no engines roaring, just the waves, the wind, and the road waiting ahead. We walked along the beach, climbed a rock at the edge of the shore, and from there, the world stretched in all directions. A 360-degree view of adventure, freedom, and the road that had brought us here. But every road trip must have an end. With a heavy heart, we packed our bags. The engine started once again. The journey wasn't over yet. One last day, one last ride. The first few kilometers were raw, muddy tracks, sand roads, the jungle surrounding us. The ride wasn't easy, but it felt right. We had started this trip on adventure, and it was only fitting that it would end the same way. Back on the highway, the landscapes began to shift. Open paddy fields lined both sides of the road, the morning sun casting long shadows over the golden green fields. Every mile felt like we were leaving something behind, our journey slowly turning into a memory. And then something we hadn't expected: mountains. The landscape changed again, the roads winding, climbing, falling. Every turn was a reminder that Sri Lanka never stops surprising you. Even on the last day, the road had one more gift to give. From Butala, we took a detour, one last adventure. The B35 road cutting through Galle National Park, where wild elephants roam free. We rode in silence, scanning the forest, waiting for a sighting. But today, nature had its own plans. No elephants. Just the empty road and the rustling trees. We stopped for one last sunset. The final golden hour of our journey near Hambantota. Six days ago, we had set off from the south, chasing adventure, chasing the unknown. And now the sun was setting on. Darkness fell and the final ride began. The roar of the engines, the empty roads, the cool air rushing past. It was a feeling we had come to love. After 6 days on the road, this was the last chapter. The journey was almost over. Kilometer by kilometer, we drew closer to Galle. The same roads we had left behind 6 days ago now welcomed us back. But we weren't the same riders anymore. We had seen Sri Lanka in a way few ever do. We had lived it. Every sunrise, every sunset, every challenge, every moment of pure freedom. 6 days, 1,742 kilometers, 3 bikes, one unforgettable journey. The road had tested us, taught us, and given us stories we'd carry for a lifetime. No breakdowns, no regrets, just pure adventure. Saying goodbye was the hardest part. After all, this wasn't just a bike ride. It was a bond forged on the road. A brotherhood of adventure, of open highways, of shared memories that would never fade. But every end is just a new beginning. Somewhere another road waits. Another adventure calls. And when the time comes, we will ride again.